You are watching the most electrifying broadcast in all of football today. We got the great effects here on the Echo. Gotta love that. And welcome everyone to the Fremont Eagles Network tonight for our broadcast between the Churubusco Eagles and your Fremont Eagles. Churubusco comes in 3-2 to face off against our Eagles, 2-3, and it should be a great night of football action. It's absolutely gorgeous here tonight. The field looks spectacular as usual from our grounds crew, Cody Crawford and Mike Shorey and the other gents working in the program. It's awesome. And boy, last night it was 9:04 p.m. when the autumnal equinox became reality. And boy, did we see the temperature drop. And right away tonight, it is a crisp autumn night for football. Temperature right now, 60 degrees. Kickoff here in a few moments. And but it's going to drop to about 50, 52 in the fourth quarter as the sun goes down. But it's going to be, this is exactly what we want with football. It's the fall weather, the leaves changing, the leaves falling. And that's what it's all about, is getting excited for this. We're in the second half of the season, making the run towards the sectional coming up. Churubusco comes in, again, 3-2. They are 1-1 in the NECC small division, 2A program. Last game, they defeated Prairie Heights 42-0. It was their second shutout win of the year. And you know Churubusco, they're used to winning. Last year, 7-3, which for Churubusco seems to be a down year. 3-1 overall in the conference, and they were knocked out in the very first round of the playoffs. Against Adams Central, falling 25-15. And then we look at some of their key players here. Senior quarterback, number 2, Riley Burhoff, who has 526 yards on the year, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, and 177 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns on the year. Senior running back, number 20, Wyatt Marks, has 421 yards and 4 touchdowns this year. Junior wide receiver Gavin Holzenbeck has 199 yards receiving and 3 touchdowns on the year for the Turtletown Eagles. There's our Fremont Eagles coming out right now. Excited to see them. And linebacker Cullen Blade leads the team with 49 tackles on the season. Coach Paul Sade is in his 10th season at Busco with a 68-31 mark. 3 9-win seasons. But the sectional title has still been elusive, so we'll see how they do this year later in their playoffs. Busco has won 19 consecutive games against Fremont. The last Fremont win was right here at Max Mitchell Sports Complex, a 28-24 win for Fremont back in 2001. And so if Fremont's going to stop that streak at 19, keep it from going to 20, they're going to have to get big and get speedy, get tough tonight, and play their game. The Fremont Eagles 2-3 on the season, 0-1 in the conference. Their first conference game was a 42-0 loss at Central Noble last week. Fremont has had offensive struggles that have been well documented. They've not scored a point in 8 quarters and have only 1 score in the last 12. And the last meeting between these two was a 47-0 win at Churubusco. So quarterback Zach Pica, wide receiver defensive back Bro Blue, wide receiver Wyatt Claxton, defensive back as well, and wide receiver defensive back Gage Cope. Got their work cut out for them as well as the rest of the team. National anthem. the Fremont Philharmonic Orchestra with yet another just gorgeous rendition of our national anthem. And by the way, folks, I apologize for not getting the anthem a little bit quicker. It's a little hard to hear our public address announcer out there, and so I didn't catch that the announcement had, or the anthem had started until it had already started. So sorry about that. But at any rate, we're getting ready to have our kickoff in just a few moments as the captains go meet at midfield here. Infirmary tonight. The only player of note that's on the infirmary is Connor Sharrow, who is out, offensive defensive lineman. He is out for 4 to 6 weeks as of this moment. Still hoping that he can get back healthy enough for the sectional run. Talking to Coach Thomas earlier this week, he said, we have identified our main areas of weakness and have made adjustments to our scheme on both sides of the ball. Personnel and game plan will look quite different this week. So that will be interesting. Kind of looking forward to seeing how that all shapes up here tonight as we get ready here in just a few moments for our kickoff of our ball game. Want to introduce another part of our crew here. This is Dennis Kiespert, Mr. Kiespert to me. And Dad, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. Happy to be here tonight. Looking forward to this game. I'm going to let your fans know that this is the day after Drew's birthday, and that's one of the reasons it brought me over here from Mishawaka. But I'm very happy to be here and looking forward to the game and listening to Drew do his broadcast.
Well, thank you, Dad. I appreciate that. We're really excited to have our Fremont Eagles get ready to play ball as they get fired up out there in the midfield. And yes, I'm 49 years young as of last night. So thank you so much for the well wishes from everyone, all the family and friends out there. Appreciate that. And want to let everyone, by the way, that our broadcast is brought to you tonight. A pregame show is brought to you by Eagle One Stop, your pregame and postgame headquarters. Whether it's pizza, Subway, chicken, or Eagle Bites, give them a call at 495-3110. Stop by and see them after the game. Load up on some Zaz at 101 West Toledo. And DQ Grill and Chill, offering classic Sundays, steak burgers, chicken baskets, and Wizards at 1303 North Wayne in Angola, 319-4436. And we are about ready. We're jumping around as the Eagles, against the Eagles tonight. And Coach Bruni out there saying, hit somebody. And so Fremont, because of the little kick there, the little onsider, Fremont will get possession 1st and 10 at their own 47. That's a good start. We'll take that all day long. Excited to bring you tonight's ball game, folks. Again, as the temperatures start to drop, the lights are already on. We're in that time of the year. And as again, starting last night, we are now, there'll be more days of darkness than sunlight up until March. First play, rolling, Pika throws, and it falls incomplete, intended for Claxton, just fell short. So Fremont getting a little bit interesting play call there. I think I like that, getting a little bit speedy. And that's the thing. A lot of times when we play a lot of teams out there, it seems like we're matching size for size, and sometimes the teams we play just, man, they got a lot bigger dudes. And so how are we going to counter that? Speed, speed, speed. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, right? That's the way to go there. All right. Here comes the second down play. It's going to be a sweep. And it's going to be Busco did a great job of reading and spotting that. And Fremont will be right back to the line of scrimmage again as Brogan Blue takes the carry for no gain. 3rd and 3 coming up. I want to remind everyone that if you're looking for a house, if you're in the market for a particular for a lake home, you got to stop by and see Travis Realtor at 1870 West 200 North. Give him a call, 31564. He knows Lake Country Realty. Travis Williamson Realtor. He's a Fremont grad, and he'll take care of you, folks. Does a great job. 3rd down play. Pika has some time. Complete to Blue. We got ourselves a 1st down. Move those chains. And so Fremont's game plan already executing, paying dividends to start this game. Ball at the 40-yard line of Busco, 13-yard gain. gain, I should say. Lonsberry Garage offers quality service at a fair price. They have a full-service maintenance and automotive repair center right here in Fremont at 104 South Baum Street in Fremont, 527-3433. They're looking, showing blitz. Here he comes, roll out. Oh, at the feet of, is that Blue again? That was at his feet, though. Again, that's one thing that Busco, I'm sure, has seen on tape, that when the offensive line allows the penetration, Pika does not have time to allow the plays to develop the way he wants. When Pika has time, though, he is accurate, and we saw that in the first 2 games of the year. But since then, the defensive line and linebacker cores of the other teams they've had our number, that's for sure. But so far, so good. We'll keep this thing going. Optimistic to start. 2nd and 10 coming up. Pika, quick throw. Good play out there to Blue. Gain of about 1 on the play. Great job. That's a great way to counter when you got the 6 and 7 man rush coming through. Do a little screen play. Good play. Gain of about, we'll call it 1 on the play. A little long for a 1 maybe. So 3rd and let's say 8.5 coming up. GW's Butcher Block, 517-278-278-7. 103 East Toledo and Fremont. Chicken, pork, beef, seafood, sauces, snack sticks, jerky, deli meat, sauces, and much, much more. That's GW's, folks, the best in the biz. Make sure you check out, load up for Saturday football. Coming up tomorrow, college football. The throw, was he inbounds? He did get the catch. Nice job. Great play. Claxton keeping his feet in bounds. Beautiful play. Nice job, and that's going to be, it's not quite a first, gain of 8 on the play, so it'll bring up 4th and 1, and you know Fremont's going to go for it. And one thing I tell you, we're at the point now where Fremont, I just say, go out there and give them everything in the kitchen sink. You know, go for it more often, make some risky plays, and especially against a team like Busco that's had your number 19 straight times. I say go out there and let's make something special. Let's shock the world tonight. 4th and 1 coming up. Oh, and we got a movement there. And I believe that might be, was that Jonah Pentecost? It's really hard to read the numbers. Our Fremont jerseys, I love them. I love the red and black, that's for sure. But some of those numbers are a little hard to read. I can't tell if that's 70 or 78. But we don't have a 78 on the roster, so I guess it was 70. So, it's going to be 4th and 6 now, after all. Busco trying to get in position. A little miscommunication here. Trying to rush in there. Throw. Oh, just in and out of the hands of Claxton. And so Busco will take over on downs. But great effort by Fremont. And that was, to be honest, that was as lively as I've seen the offense here in the last 3 games, and I don't mean that as a disrespect whatsoever. I feel like this is what we're going to need to do if we're going to stay on top of Busco tonight. But now comes the defensive side of the ball. We're going to have to make sure that we hold Busco, because they definitely can be a juggernaut on offense. And it's going to be a rollout, looking to throw, and he squeaks away. As that was Burhoff, 6'5", 187. He is a huge dude out there behind center. 5 yards on the play on the scramble. Here comes the 2nd down and 5 play. Give. And a nice shoot there. I believe, was that Claxton who made the tackle? No, that was Colin Green. Excuse me. Colin Green with the tackle there. 41. So 3rd and 3 coming up. Two wide receivers near side here. And it's going to be a big run up the middle into the secondary and beyond. Huge run by number 21, Wyatt Marks. Mentioned him at the beginning. 4 rushing touchdowns on the year, and that was a big one. As the Busco Eagles able to off a huge run on the play down inside the red zone, and they're going to run a hurry up here. This is a little bit different offense than we've seen from Busco years. Talk about that in a minute. 1st and 10 play. Roll out. Almost gets him, but man, just cannot. And did he catch it? Say he did. He did catch that. About 9 on the play. Busco's offense over the years was pretty much sweep left, sweep right, dive down the middle. That's pretty much their offense for years and years and years, and boy, was it effective. But when you have a 6'5", 187 quarterback that has a skill set and a repertoire as Riley Burroff, boy, that's going to make it easy for you to maybe change your game plan a little bit. It's a 1st down run. It will be 1st and goal. He's going to be at the they're going to call it 2-yard line with 7:29 left here in the quarter. A&J Alternators and Starters. Coach Reitz has you covered, whether it's self-storage or alternator or starter repair or rebuilding or U-Haul rental. Stop by and see him at 1188 East State Road 120 in Fremont. Give him a call, 495-1655. In fact, Coach Reitz will be out tomorrow for the youth football. Stuffed. Great defensive play. Great defensive play. As 4 or 5 Eagles get through there and make the stop. Excellent job. Excellent, excellent job. Second and 4 after the yard loss. Burroff gives to Marks. He will get close to the line. He does. He gets through. And that will be a score. Busco gets on the board first with a 4-yard touchdown run by Wyatt Marks, the 6', 182 senior, number 21. Busco up 6-0. And Busco going to go for the kick here. Number 12, Rosie Stevens. 11th grade. And her kick is good. Busco leads Fremont with 6:51 left in the first quarter. 7-0. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network. Beams Funeral Home, celebrating life with dignity. A longtime supporter of Fremont Eagle Pride. Stop by and see him at 200 West Toledo in Fremont, 495-2915. Fremont Chiropractic. Special initial consultation plus first visit deal for only $21. That's 30% off the consultation price. Off the visit price, and then a free consultation if you want to consider it that way. They're open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Stop by and see Dr. Temple at 119 East Toledo in Fremont. And call to set up your appointment, 260-527-0370. Chuck's Custom Concrete, guaranteeing the highest quality you won't find anywhere else. Coach McDowell, former Fremont coach, runs the show over there, 260-705-8630. They do some phenomenal work at Chuck's Custom Concrete. Check it out, chuckscustomconcrete.com. And Colin Green will take the Squibberoonie and 1st and 10 at the 39. I also want to give a shout out to Fremont Nutrition, 260-261-0050 at 104 East Toledo in Fremont. Healthy shakes, energy bombs, protein coffee, energy bites, and cardio drumming. Check that out over at Fremont Nutrition right here in Fremont. Boy, they got some great stuff over there. Folks had a chance to get out there recently. Get out there, 50-some different shake flavors. They got energy bomb and shake of the week. They got all kinds of different stuff currently. Looking at the fall lineup coming up very soon. And Green, as he's tackled by number 67, Bentley Kilgore. That's a great name. Love that name. Bentley Kilgore. Although that's still doesn't beat the best name I've ever heard in football. Former Parma Western player, went up to play at Northern Michigan. Steel Fortress. That is one of the greatest football names I've ever heard. He was pretty good. Pika, he's going to be in some trouble, and boy. And we got a flag. Now that could be for roughing. Let's see what they call here. As it looked like 54 elevated, that would be Croy Habertsock. What's it going to be called here? What are they calling? Oh, holding against Fremont. Well, not what I thought it was going to be. Yeah. I thought there might be a launch somewhere in there, but nope. However, Fremont now will be third and about 17-18 coming up. 6 minutes left here in the first quarter. Busco on the board first, leading 7-0. Pika. And there's that play, a little by design play, but can't get anything going there. Will be a gain of about 1. So 4th and 16, I think, coming up next. So Fremont is going to punt. And a nice kick. Brennan Collins. Well, it did go out of bounds, but it was a very nice distance on that. They're going to mark it at the 3-yard line of Busco. So Busco will take over at that point. 5:05 left here, heading into 5:05 left, in the first quarter. Next Friday, your Fremont Eagles travel to Eastside in Butler, and we'll be bringing the live cast. Kickoff is 7 p.m., and we'll look forward to bringing you that game live on the Fremont Eagles Network. Fremont at Eastside next Friday, 7 p.m. Nice fake. And 25, Cullen Blake with the run. Busco with a lot of senior leadership on this team. That's one thing that a huge advantage to Busco overtime. Oh, there's a flag on the play here, and it's against Busco, so that's good. Fremont needs more of those here to help them out. But yeah, one big advantage for the Churubusco program is year in and year out, they get a ton of kids come out. There's just a football-first culture over in Churubusco, and Coach Thomas here at Fremont is well on his way to developing that. It's a work in progress, but Busco, when you've had that entrenched in your community for 20-plus years, that's kind of a big deal. And look at this kid. Holy smokes. He's got the legs of a gazelle. He had a good, it just looks like he picks up 4 yards just from a single stride. Great run play from Burhoff. Brings up here now 2nd and 7 coming up. Fremont had him, but he squeaked away, and they're going to ride him out of bounds. That was Gage Cope, one of the leading tacklers on the Fremont team. And it'll be coming up 3rd and 2 coming up here. Key play, you can hear the bells out there. 3rd and 1. A lot of blocking there. Great design play. And 13, Cameron Rinker gets all the way inside the 20 in the red zone there. Couple Fremont players shaking up there. It was frankly a beautiful play, the way that the players pulled to a block, and it was a great run there for Busco. They're back in business with another opportunity to score. Fremont's got to get ready right now for this. Here we go. I believe that's Marks again. And he will get right near the first down marker. I believe he does get the first, and he will. Want to give a big shout out to our camera crew tonight. Stephen, Oliver, and Malaya. Appreciate them for helping out with the camera crew. Oliver and Malaya are 8th graders at Fremont Middle School. Raven is a 7th grader. So appreciate their help tonight. Buroff rolling. Boy, he's got all kinds of daylight there. He does get in the score, and I heard some folks calling for holding, but I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure the Zebras are going to call that very often. That was a big run and a big touchdown for Buroff. Now 13-0 coming up. And the kick again from Stevens. And was it partially blocked? I couldn't tell if it was off her toe or if it was blocked. But Fremont keeps him from the PAT, but they didn't keep him from the touchdown. And so with 2:48 left in the first quarter, Fremont trails Busco 13-0. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network. Drew Keeper bringing tonight's broadcast to you here. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Always appreciate everybody from around the country, around the world. If you are watching this on a device, cell phone, tablet, laptop, desktop, get on the comments there. Put a comment up there. Who are you rooting for? You rooting for Fremont, Busco? You rooting for a particular player? I just want to give good tidings to anybody in particular. We'd love to hear from you. Just share that with us in the comments. We'd love to post those up during the game time. And as usual, folks, I also want to mention, too, coming up at halftime, it's the Fremont Eagles Network, Fremont Community Schools Students of the Week. We'll get to that at that point. All right. First and 10 at the 49. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, we have 5 Students of the Week, and then we have several others as a group. We'll find out who they are a little bit later in the broadcast when we get to halftime. We'll announce our Fremont Community School Students of the Week. Always love doing that. Also at halftime, we'll talk a little bit about some other high school action from our teams of area interest. Get to that later. The 1st and 10 play. Cope is going to keep it on the Wildcat. Great run. He got stuck there by Cullen Blake. Gain of about 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to mark him. Yeah, it'll be a gain of 3 on the play. I like the design. I like the scheme. Just mix some things up, change some things up. Busco on their so far, Busco has done a good job of containing Fremont. They've answered pretty well. Certainly on the scoreboard they have. Fremont has not scored yet, but this may be the drive that ends the dry spell and puts us right back in this ball game. Cope makes a decision to run with it and gets tripped up by number 8, Angelo Iannusili. All right. Broken Blue coming in here for Stephen Burkholder on this next play. With the loss, it makes it 3rd and 11 coming up. 90 seconds left in the first quarter. Right through, and just can't quite make it work. Another loss on the play, short loss. And it just seems like there's just, I don't know. There's only 11 Busco players out there, but more. It seems like there's 15 or 20 sometimes. It just seems they've got every option closed. You want to throw the ball, you got no chance. You want to run the ball, you got no shot. They got someone reading and paying attention to each and every step of the way. Very well-disciplined team. A lot of success over the years. So high snap and a quick kick, and it will go out of bounds. It'll be a short kick, but he kind of had to just get the heck out of there, get the ball the heck out of there as fast as possible with the high snap. So the ball going to be at the 37-yard line for Busco to work with 31.1 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagle One Stop, your pregame and postgame headquarters. Whether it's pizza, Subway, chicken, or Eagle Bites, stop by and see them at 101 West Toledo, or give them a call at 495-3110. Call them tomorrow morning, folks. Order a stack of Zaz for all the college football we got coming up tomorrow. It's going to be great. We'll talk about that later in the game. What's on the slate? Buroff down the middle. Bullet pass. And 43 Gavin Hulzenbeck was in the area. Holy smokes. This Buroff kid has a gun. It came out of his arm like an anti-aircraft missile. And Hulzenbeck just couldn't haul it in. 2nd and 10 coming up. High snap. Buroff's going to have to just make something happen with it, and boy, does he ever. And they finally get him a huge gain on a broken play, 23 yards and a first down for Busco. And I'll tell you, he's just so big and so athletic, and it's so hard as our Fremont guys trying to solve the riddle of Riley Buroff here tonight. That is a tall order. That will be the final play. That was the final play of the first quarter as Busco leads Fremont 13-0. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. Please make sure you patronize our sponsors who make sure that we can bring the awesome Fremont broadcasts to you, whether it's football, volleyball. We got a game coming up next week. Looking forward to that. We got girls basketball, boys basketball. We got some wrestling sprinkled in there. Love to have you. DQ Grill and Chill, offering classic Sundays, stack burgers, chicken baskets, and blizzards at 1303 North Wayne in Angola, 319-4436. Travis Williamson. This Fremont grad knows Lake Country Realty. Whether you're selling or buying in particular, if you're in your market for a lake home, give them a call at 316-5564. Lonsberry Garage offers quality service at a fair price, and they have a full-service maintenance and automotive repair center right here in Fremont at 104 South Baum in Fremont, 260-527-3433. GW's Butcher Block, 517-278-2787. At 103 East Toledo in Fremont, chicken, pork, beef, seafood, sauces, snack sticks, jerky, deli meat, sauces, and much, much more. That's GW's Butcher Block, folks. Awesome, awesome stuff. And Buroff, and he's inside the 20, inside the 10, and he will score. And so, a wild play A wild trick play turns into a touchdown for Busco, 19-0 on the first play of the second quarter. The Fremont crowd and student section has grown silent here. And we knew it was going to be a tough task tonight. We certainly did. 2-point conversion try is caught and good. 21-0 in favor of Churubusco with 11:48 left before halftime. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network. A&J Alternators and Starters. Coach Reitz has you covered. Whether it's self-storage, alternator, starter, repair, rebuilding, or U-Haul rental, stop by and see him at 1188 East State Road 120 in Fremont. Or actually tomorrow, you can stop by and see him over at the youth football field just to say hello. But make sure you contact him during business hours for business work, of course. 495-1655. Beams Funeral Home, celebrating life with dignity. Longtime supporters of Fremont Eagle Pride. You can see him at 200 West Toledo in Fremont. Give him a call, 495-2915. Fremont Chiropractic gets your $21 special, folks. It is your initial consultation and first visit for one low price. Dr. Temple's open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at Fremont Chiropractic at 119 East Toledo in Fremont, 260-527-0370. Chuck's Custom Concrete, whether it's residential, commercial, industrial, especially, check out the decorative concrete work that they do at their website, chuckscustomconcrete.com, 260-705-8630. And Fremont Nutrition, offering healthy shakes, energy bombs, protein coffee, energy bites, and cardio drink at 104 East Toledo in Fremont, 260-261-0050. And Fremont gets it at the 10 and no return. So Fremont will be, as they say, in the shadow of their own goalpost. The sun has gone down. The lights are on. And it's a crispy night for some football. Nice gun by Cope, but it falls incomplete in and out of the hands of Claxton. Second 10. They say the ball's spotted on the 11, actually. And then there's a flag, and it's a hold. Not really sure that's necessary. I don't know. To me, that's one of those, you just keep it in your pocket. You know, I mean, come on. But who am I? Oh, he's the zebra. He's getting paid the big bucks. Well, the hold puts him back at the 4-yard line. Huh. Trying to find something here. And they're going to say he did come out of the end zone, so it is not a safety, but he didn't make it too far out. They're going to spot the ball at the 1. And, of course, you know that the Busco Eagles are licking their chops to get a 2-pointer up here on defense. Get an offensive score from the defense. They're trying to get in there quick. Throw out, completed pass. Nice job. Gain of about 5 on the play. And now there was a tackle, but boy, did he have his helmet there? They're going to say safety, but boy, oh boy, that looked real close to a face mask. But no flag, no call. Well, Busco certainly has their sights set on getting the score to 35 as soon as possible and getting this thing to be a running clock. So Fremont will now kick from their own 20 and presumably give Busco great field position here. So when you get a safety, the team that was on defense gets 2 points, and then the team that was on offense, which was scored upon, now has to punt from their own 20. And that means that the Busco Eagles will get the ball back. That was a great kick. Reverse, nope, fake, burr off. And he's just got lots of good blocking. And he's down the sideline, and he will score. It's another rough night at the office for the Fremont Eagles. And Busco certainly playing no mercy tonight. Opportunity for the 30th point by Rosie Stevens. And it's good. With 9:59 left before halftime, your Fremont Eagles trail Churubusco 30-0. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network. Want to remind everybody the next broadcast for your Fremont Eagles will be Friday against Eastside down the road in Butler. We'll bring you that game live at 7 p.m. We'll come online about 10 minutes prior to kickoff. That'll be next Friday, the Fremont Eagles at the Eastside Blazers, coming to you from Butler, Indiana, 7 p.m. This is one of those games, folks, where you just kind of, what can you do? I mean, you know, it's not necessarily that Fremont's done anything bad. It's just that Busco has executed per game up to this point. So Fremont takes it there. And it'll be at their own 39 or so to start with. At halftime, we'll talk a little bit about the middle school football team. And I'll tell you what, we got some great things in the works coming up from our future Varsity Eagles. Talk about that at halftime. Also talk a little bit about the other fall sports, including a report on the girls golf regional. Give you that at halftime as well. Rolls out. Nice little pitch and catch there. And a great job by Cope getting the reception from Pika. Gain of 8. 2nd and 2 coming up. Nice play. Fremont Eagle cheerleaders trying to cheer on the student section and the fans here. Still undefeated. 2nd and 2 coming up. Pika had nobody to give it to, and so he has to take it on his own, and he will get a first down, and then he was hit out of bounds. I got to be honest with you. I thought Tyler Reeder held up out of bounds, and they threw the flag anyway. Oh, they're going to say it was a face mask. I didn't catch that one. All right. So Fremont gets a little extra here, a little icing on the cake on this play. A rare Busco mistake here for tonight. 9:44 left until halftime. Only rushed 3. And great catch. And he's still on his feet. Look at this. He might go. And he gets tackled. Shoestring tackle. Beautiful run. I believe, was that Brogan blue? It was blue. And a first down. Move those chains. And I'll tell you what, I'm really shocked they couldn't bring blue down. I mean, there were 4 guys on top of him, and none of them could bring him down. He popped loose. Next thing you know, he does his best Barry Sanders impression and comes out of nowhere, turns that corner, and was headed right for pay dirt until I think he just grabbed the nub of his what's the word I'm looking for there? His shoe. Big run. First down to Claxton. Nice play. Cleat. That's what I was looking for. I was like, what is it? The nub of his cleat. Barely just grabbed it, knocked him down. Yeah, of his shoe. Yep. And first down plays here for Claxton. And Fremont is inside the 10. First and goal. Move those chains yet again. Run, and I like that run by Colin Green. It was a loss, but he had 3 Busco Eagles right there, and he just decided to lower the shoulder, lower the boom, and go after it. So Fremont now outside the 10, but it's still second goal, 8:34 left before halftime. Throw out. Nice play inside the 10. Gain of maybe 3 on the play coming up. So key third down here for the Eagles. We're going to call it 2. Third and goal at the 9. Let's see if Fremont can get in business on the offensive department here. Let's cash one in. Rolling, throw, and tipped away by Hulsenbeck, and almost right into the paws. I believe it was Claxton right nearby, but it does fall incomplete. So 4th and goal at the 9. And this is go for it territory. Why not? Coach Thomas trying to call in a play here. The dry spell has been significant. Let's see if we can put an end to that right here. Got to get it in the end zone. Throws it well. No. Just out of his reach. And so Busco will take it first and 10 at their own 9. Oh, so close. Just a tough run right now for our Eagles. Just having a tough time. I will say this about our Fremont Eagles. They've played better tonight than they have in the last 2 games. They've had more heart and more vigor. But it's just tough because, I mean, you're taking on a team that is just tremendous and just has such weapons. Nice big gain there. Gain of about 9 maybe on the play. Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't reflect it. Fremont has had some success tonight and has seen some good plays, and I think some of the changes and the schemes and the packages have paid off, but just one moment here, one moment there. It hasn't really been full slate that we'd like to see and get some scores up there. And the ball's on the ground. Did Fremont get it? Yes, they did. And number 11, Ethan Smith with the fumble. And Fremont now with a gift. And they'll put this at the 34, 35, 34, 35. No, 25, 25-yard line. All right. Fremont with another chance here. Great field position. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight to our ball game. And a sack. Big sack from Busco. That's just what the defense needs to do when your offense gives up a turnover. You got to make a big play, and they did. Amy and Shane Snyder say, "Go Busco, number 40. Rooter." And I was corrected. It's Rooter. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. I've heard it either way. I've heard Reader, I've heard Rooter, but it's Rooter in this case. And folks, Logan Brace, our alumni, says, "Let's go Eagles." Appreciate that. We'd love to get more of your comments up on the screen. Share those with us below. Broken play. Pika running for his life, and he is tackled. He just kept going backwards. That is a 13-yard loss. Can't go backwards. Go left, you can go right. Cannot be going backwards. And they got him and brought him down. So 3rd and 28 here coming up. What do you draw up for 3rd and 28? And another loss as the offensive line cannot hold. So 4th and an eternity. And Fremont went from having the ball on the 25-yard line to right near the 50 in 3 consecutive loss plays. And now they're looking to punt. Way over his head. And Collins, what can he do? I mean, literally, what can he do? So, Busco will have it 1st and 10 at the Fremont 33. Eagle One Stop, your pregame and postgame headquarters. Whether it's pizza, Subway, chicken, or Eagle Bites, give them a call at 495-3110. Stop by and see them at 101 West Toledo in Fremont. DQ Grill and Chill, offering classic Sunday stack burgers, chicken baskets, and blizzards at 1303 North Wayne in Angola, 319-4436. Got a timeout on the field. Travis Williamson, Realtor. This Fremont grad knows Lake Country Realty, whether you're selling or buying, in particular if you're in the market for a lake home. Stop by and see them at Mike Thomas Associates at 1870 West 200 North in Angola, or give them a call 316-5564. Lonsberry Garage offers quality service at a fair price. Full service maintenance and automotive repair center at 104 South Baum in Fremont. 260-527-3433. GW's Butcher Block, 517-278-2787. 103 East Toledo and Fremont. Chicken, pork, beef, seafood, sauces, snack sticks, jerky, deli meat, sauces, and much, much more. You got to take some home, folks. Even if you're watching on the Busco sideline, you got to pop over to GW's Butcher Block up here in Fremont sometime and load up. Because I'm telling you what, GW's has some awesome stuff. I asked Tina Wells the other night, I said, hey, how many different flavors of brats do you have? She said, I lost count. But she said, I know it's well over 30. Unbelievable meat selection. And if you like meat on Saturday and Sunday football time, that's the place to go. Nice defensive stop there. Big play as drags number 21 Wyatt Marks down for a loss. 3-yard loss. Great job. A&J Alternators and Starters. Coach Reitz has you covered. 495-1655. Self-storage, alternator, starter repair, rebuilding, and U-Haul rental at 1188 East State Road 120 in Fremont. Second 13. Ruoff right down the middle. Completed pass. He was looking for his tight end and nailed him right in the numbers. Gavin Hulsenbeck. And that is another big first down. 6'5", 187, complete to 6'5", 232. What is in the water in Churubusco? Holy smokes. Unbelievable. Just some huge, huge players down there. So just outside the 10, so they could technically still get a first down. Throw and incomplete. And then there's a flag away from the ball, and it's a hold. I couldn't tell. Was that a hold against Busco? Or was it a defensive hold? Oh, it's against Busco. Okay, so moving back. All right. Beams Funeral Home, 495-2915. They are longtime supporters of Eagle Pride from their offices at 200 West Toledo and Fremont. They celebrate life with dignity. We always appreciate the support from Beams Funeral Home. Fremont Chiropractic, get your $21 deal, which is an initial consultation plus first visit at 119 East Toledo in Fremont, 527-0370. Open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's Fremont Chiropractic. Nice run. There's another flag, another hanky on the prairie, as we say. Is it hold again? Looks like that's the indication. And it looks like they're moving back some more. Where were these holds in the first quarter? We could have used a few more of those back then. Chuck's Custom Concrete, guaranteed highest quality workmanship you won't find anywhere else. Based out of Fremont, but they will go probably anywhere in the tri-state area, including Turtletown. Give them a call, 260-705-8630. Chuck's Custom Concrete offers the very best in residential, commercial, and industrial work. And check out their website for some of the other stuff they offer, including decorative concrete, chuckscustomconcrete.com. First and 30. Not often do you see that. Nice tackle of Marks there. That's a tall order. Was that Cope? I believe it was, and it was, yes. So gain of 7 by Marks on the play. Fremont Nutrition offers healthy shakes, energy bombs, protein coffee, energy bites, and cardio drumming at 104 East Toledo and Fremont, 260-261-0050. Fremont Nutrition got some great stuff over there. Throw complete, and a couple Eagles on the tackle there. Cope and is it Burkholder, I believe? Yep, it was Burkholder. You are so welcome. Appreciate the kind words. We always try to we always try to be fair in our broadcast, fair and balanced. Okay, maybe not so balanced, but at least entertaining, right? We try to be entertaining. There you go. And in for the score is number 11, Ethan Smith. And Smith, who had the fumble earlier, redeems himself with reservations for 6, as Coach Bruni would say on our broadcast in the past. 36-0 now as Stevens. High snap, but she's able to compensate with the kick, and Busco now with the 37-0 lead. They have crossed the threshold of 35, which now means in the state of Indiana a running clock for the remainder of the game, or until the difference comes back less than 35. Fremont just struggling to find answers, just struggling to make things happen. They have at times played much better. Still some mistakes, still some things to work on certainly, but this has been one of those nights that's just, it's tough. I mean, you play in a team like Churubusco. Doesn't get any easier next week at Eastside. I know Busco had trouble with Eastside. So it's going to be rough tonight and next Friday. You don't want to look ahead. You always want to look at your next game, your next play, But Fremont does have Prairie Heights coming up in 2 weeks here, and Lake Station on the road. And both of those games are games that Fremont would love to get a W in heading into sectionals. Of course, you don't want to look ahead, but just trying to be a little real here, being a little real with you. 1:45 left before halftime. Fremont now has the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 35. But I'll tell you, this Churubusco team, it's hard for me to imagine that with the teams that they have put together over the years, that they have not been able to get a sectional in the Paul Sade era, a sectional championship. They've been close several times. And it was a reverse play, and squeaking out there is Claxton, and another shoestring grab. Smith with a good tackle there. Just when it looks like Fremont's got a big play happening, the Busco Eagles just snuff it out, They are just everywhere. What was the name of that movie this summer? Everywhere, every place, all at once. That's kind of like what they're doing right now. But I think the coaching staff have done a great job of trying to make adjustments and realize what we have and what we don't. I think the players have done a good job of trying to compensate for that. And that's an example right there of knowing what you have and what you don't. As soon as that ball was snapped, you had the line just collapse and create just a boulder to keep Busco from getting through, and Fremont able to get a few yards on the play. Under 30 seconds remaining. I'm not so sure Fremont's going to air it out here, but, well, let's see. And a big tackle on Green, and that will be the final play of the half. Well, we're going into halftime, folks, and it is a tough night at the office once again for our Fremont Eagles, as Churubusco leads Fremont 37-0. We'll come back on shortly with our halftime report. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay in your seats. At halftime, we're going to have the Fremont Eagle cheer team out, and we're going youth football teams. Ladies and gentlemen, from Fremont in the back, give them another big round of applause. Great job, ladies. And now it's time to introduce the Fremont youth football players. Starting with the flag, Team 1, coached by Brent Henderson, Carson Henderson, Zoe Antrup, Riker Dean, Chase Heck, Hunter Feller, Carter Dickey, Logan Feller, Carson Hartman, Parker Robinson, Whitney Freed, and Vance Gibson. Fremont flag, Team 2, coached by Kenny Wren, Eric Skiles, Levi Springer, Jax Workman, Devin Wren, Jason Freeland, Wesley Gibbons, Weston Wolfsinski, Tyler Book, Sawyer Workman. The flag football team 3, coached by Josh Stuckey and Chad Probst, Jackson Stuckey, Dave Probst, Hayden Pika, Emmett Delkai, Joseph McCallum, Beckett Delkai, Eli Ladd, Carter Bryan, William Staley, Nolan Stanley. Flag football team 4, coached by John Hurd, Henry Hurd, Eddie Hughes, Lewis Tom, Cameron Kessenreiter, Cohen Bloom, Remington Bradley, Zach Fuller, Jay Beard, Jack Lovelace, and Shannon Bradley. 4th and 5th grade football roster, coached by Chad Rowe. 4th graders include Cameron Gill, Gavin Roberts, Bentley Kessler, Trenton Masters, Peyton Sherburne, Lucas Velkai, Jason Drew, Jackson Grant, and Diego Coda. 5th graders, Leighton Freed, Tyler Rao, Quinn Live, Julian Presidius, Cole Tuttle, Wyatt Kinsey, Landon Foster, Max Traeger, Chandler Hartman, Caleb Johnson, Parker Daniels, Liam DePree Schrupp, and Addison Klaus. And your 6th grade football roster, Coach Eric Pentecost. Sixth graders include Connor Henderson, Ransom Curley, Chad Hayes, Isaac Clapp, Matt Pelletier, Hawken Wise, Blade Welker, Brody Jordan, Brody Hicks, McLean Bloom, and Micah Pentecost, Gavin Hubble, Carter Poling, Brenner Mann, Parker Headley, and a fifth grader, Nolan Heffley. Your youth football players. Give a big round of applause. Fremont fans, stay in your seats. There'll be some t-shirts coming your way shortly. Stay in your seats. We're going to be slingshotting t-shirts into the crowd.
Come on, Bear. Try to pick a t-shirt. I'm putting my phone down for this. Give me a ring. Oh, they're doing it with the slingshot. Oh, yeah.
All right, Fremont fans, heads up. We got t-shirts incoming.
Oh, they're aiming down.
To the press box.
Someone's gonna run down there. Someone's running down there. Yep, to the press box.
Here it comes.
Mason, get it?
Coming this way, student section. Coming this way.
Are you guys gonna do the tailgate thing? East side?
Back to the student section.
Hey, Mom, I wonder what shirt this is. We can open it. Hey, come on. Let's go. Elliot.
Oh, it's not fair. He's taking his family down here. Ring.
I'm surprised I caught it. I'm like, I know it's coming over here. They have to think of where it is.
All right, folks, we are back at Fremont Eagles Network as it was T-shirt time as our student council out there offering up some T-shirts to the fans. Always appreciate that. Well, it's a rough one tonight, folks. Churubusco leads 37-0 here at Max Mitchell Sports Complex as we head into the second half directly. First off, let's go through some halftime notes. Just want to remind everybody that our Fremont Eagles travel to Eastside next Friday night. It's a 7 o'clock kickoff. We're going to do that live right here on the Fremont Eagles Network. No need to check your local listings, folks. This is it. We'll be right there giving you all the action. Next, we want to give a big shout out to our Fremont Eagles Network, Fremont Community Schools students of the week. We have some awesome students. Elena Rao was nominated by Mrs. Heller and Mrs. Senecal in 7th grade. She is an incredibly hard worker who gives excellent effort on every assignment, and just appreciate that. Nice job, Elena. We have Olivia Dierig, Kaylin Pete, one of our cheerleaders down there, and Derek Bennett. Mr. France says that all of them excel in the classroom and have great attitudes at Fremont High School. Appreciate you there. Isaac Welch. He listens and follows directions and offers his help to others for Miss Connolly and in Mrs. Connor's kindergarten class. That's Isaac Welch. Great job. And then we have an entire team nominated. Mr. Wyrick nominates the entire Fremont High School girls golf team for their hard work and dedication this season, finishing the regular season 15-1. What an awesome job. And speaking of that, let's get right to it. We'll just talk right now about the girls golf team. Girls golf team, let's see. First off, advanced last weekend to the in the sectional at Zellner and headed to the regional, which was absolutely fantastic. And then let's see here. I had my notes pulled up here and they disappeared on me. Let's take a look here. Oops. And then we had our regional earlier today. There we go. And the regional, Fremont had a pretty good showing tonight, this year, I should say. 12 shots better than last year. They scored overall 390, and Kennedy Porth was the leading, Chloe Glendenning was the leading shooter with 90, Kennedy Porth with 94, and then Presley Scott 100, Reagan Rhodes 106, and Emery Laughlin 118. But unfortunately, Fremont does not get out of the regional, but still a great season nonetheless. Advancing from the sectionals, 15-1 on the year. So congratulations. That's our Fremont High School girls golf team. And so, Elena, Olivia, Kaylin, Derek, Isaac, and the Fremont girls golf team, you are our Fremont Eagles Network, Fremont Community Schools students of the week. Congratulations once again for that. Want to give a big shout out to our Fremont Middle School football program. Holy smokes. This team had quite a week. They had a game scheduled at Central Noble on Tuesday, and then weather came through and they canceled it, postponed it. Then they were to play on Wednesday and weather came through and they postponed it to Thursday. Not only that, but the field conditions in Central Noble were not great, and so they elected to play the game here in Fremont. And they finally got the game played yesterday, and Fremont won 40-2. 40-2, a huge win. Our Fremont Middle School team is undefeated this year, and they got Quincy coming up on Tuesday at 5:30 right here. So if you want to see what the future of the Fremont football program looks like, you want to show up Tuesday at 5:30 to see that. It is going to be, this is an opportunity. Fremont's only got 2 games left. I believe it's only 2 games left, so they got a great opportunity to run the table and win the NECC, and it's been a long time since Fremont has had a program like that at middle school, so congratulations to them. Also want to take a look at some of our other high school games going on tonight. Fairfield, number 17 in the state in 3A, is at Angola. And how about this halftime score? Fairfield 0, Angola 20. That's a little bit of a shocker, I'd have to say, although I know that Angola is certainly an improved program and in the past, but they got that's a tough one for them, and they've done a great job tonight to get the lead at the break, and in a big way for that matter. All right, and then we're also trying to check out a score from Eastside as number 13 in 2A Eastside hosts Prairie Heights. And let's see, don't have a score update on that just yet, so we'll keep you posted as we move along here, folks. Let's talk about some of the other. We talked about girls golf and the success that they had this year. Congratulations, ladies. Just an awesome job. Let's talk about some of the other ones here. Boys tennis team, the Fremont had 4 of the 5 win last night at NECC, and the tournament will continue tomorrow. And they will be having their final regular season match on Monday at home versus Bishop Lures. And then later in the week, I believe it's Wednesday or Thursday, they're going to have their sectional. So check that out and check the big board as you drive through town to see when that tennis sectional is, what day over at DeKalb. Volleyball, our Lady Eagles traveled to Prairie Heights last night, and dadgummit, they fell in 3 sets. But we'll go back to the drawing board very quickly here. First off, the JV Invitational is tomorrow morning right here in Fremont, and that will be along with New Haven, Eden, and Eastside. And then the varsity team, their next match is Tuesday against Lakeland, and that should be a great matchup, and we will be carrying that match live on the Fremont Eagles Network. That's Tuesday night. We will have Fremont versus Lakeland volleyball live on Fremont Eagles Network. So make sure you check that out. Looking forward to that. Cross country team. It seems like we say it every week. They always go to one of the largest meets in the state, but there are some big meets. Fremont is heading to the New Haven Invitational at Huntington University, and I don't know if this number's right, but I think it is, that there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 2,000 runners be running between girls and boys programs at both the middle and high school level. Holy smokes, it is a pretty big program. Again, Huntington University is the site, New Haven is the host school, and it'll be tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And we'll talk about some other stuff as we continue the broadcast, including college football, a little pro football, Major League Baseball, and NHL already. I love the NHL. I'm so fired up. I'm psyched about it. But that was your Fremont football halftime program, brought to you by Travis Williams Realty. This Fremont grad knows Lake Country Realty. Whether you're selling or buying in particular, if you're in the market for a lake home, you got to give them a call on 655-64, or stop by and see him at Mike Thomas Associates, 1870 West 200 North in Angola. And also brought to you by Lonsberry Garage. This full-service maintenance and automotive repair center right here in Fremont gives you quality service at a fair price. For South, right in town, 260-527-3433. Mr. Kiespert, my father, just informed of the weather here as of this moment. We currently have 50 degrees at halftime, and the forecast is calling for a little drizzle. Is it already drizzling? I don't feel the drizzle just yet, but it may be coming here shortly. But so we're getting ready for the second half, and this is quarter number 3 coming up. I guess I should probably change that on the scoreboard. Let's do that. That would be good. Third quarter, there we go. And by the way, I also want to give a big shout out to our camera crew tonight, Raven, Oliver, and Malaya, as they are doing a great job to bring this to you at 30 frames per second with 0% drop in 720p Technicolor resolution. And 54, Croy Habertsock with the grab there on the hands team. And Busco will have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 49. When, of course, per IHSAA rule, we are now in the running clock. The difference in the score is 35 points or more, based on the fact it's 30 to fit the math. All folks, I think. Good run by 21 Wyatt Marks, but good tackles to keep him at just a yard. By our Fremont line there, it looks like 55 Jackson Foster in on that, as well as 79 Nevin Bloom. Give Marks, bounces out to the outside, first down and more, and knocked out of bounds at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line, somewhere in there. That's a first down for Bus. Still checking to see if we got heights and score. Nothing popping up on the first just yet. Want to remind everybody, you can always share your comments, and would love to get those posted up on the screen for you. Who are you rooting for tonight? Busco, Fremont, rooting for a particular player? What do you got to say? We'd love to hear from you. Love to post those up on the old board here. Run of about 5 yards on the play. Actually 4, so we're going to call it 2nd and 6 coming up. Gage Cope on the tackle. And we do have a halftime score now. Prairie Heights 12, Eastside 47. So Eastside has the Panthers number down in Butler tonight. Fremont will be in Butler next week. Marks again, first down and more, and finally wrestled out of bounds after another big gain and another first down for the Busco Eagles. Just outside the 10. 9 minutes left here in the third. Little spinaroonie. I like that. I don't know, is that you hit triangle or square to make that in Madden? I'm not sure, but lost his footing nonetheless. Gain of about 1 on the play. Maybe 2. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a full slate of college football games tomorrow. We'll talk about that in a few moments. That just means if you're going to be sitting at home all day with the grill and everything, you got to go to GW's. Run and in the end zone for the score. I believe that was Marks again. 43-0 now in favor of Busco. And Rosie Stevens coming out again for the PAT try. Only missed 1 tonight. But her defense made up for it by getting 2. Kick is up, and it is good. 44-0. Busco leads Fremont here at Max Mitchell Sports Complex. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network. Clock stops temporarily here at 7:33 left. Just mentioned as we get to the college football report here, W's Butcher Block, chicken, pork, beef, seafood, deli meat, sauce, and much, much more. They also have fried pies. I'm telling you what, my favorite is the cheesecake fried pie. That is so great. That is good, and I'm sure there's no calories in that thing. I'm sure of it. Or 12 bad boys. Anyway, available at 103 East Toledo and Fremont, 517-278-2787. Well, speaking of, you want to load up the brats, just, bring yourself a week. Get each of the 35, 40 different kinds of brats they got for college football. Coming up tomorrow, Maryland at the Big House. Number 4, Michigan hosts the Terps. And the Terps, folks, 3-0 also coming in. And that's noon on Fox. So if you're a Wolverine fan, you'll want to check that one out. Bounces up. Taken down by 44, Clayton Woosley, who just going to keep it right here. And they do. Central Michigan, fire up chips. Coach Thomas, his alma mater, they are at number 14, Penn State. Beaver Stadium, 14th ranked Nittany Lions host the Chippewas at noon on the Big Ten Network. Bowling Green down at Mississippi State. It's not Mississippi down there, it's Mississippi. Mississippi State. That's 12 p.m. on the SEC Network. Pika, throw, complete. Catch there. Short gain, though. But gain nonetheless for Blue. Comes up on 2nd and 7 coming up. Another MAC game, little MACtion going on here. Buffalo at Eastern Michigan, heading to the factory in Ypsilanti, 12 noon on the CBS Sports Network. And then the Trine, local Trine, trying to get in, trying to break the top 25 in D poll, but not there yet. They're 3-0, hosting 2-0 Center College. That'll be 2:30 p.m. Certainly you can go check the game out live or watch it on TrineThunder.com. Pika in some trouble, little sidestep. But a lot of Fremont players. Whoa, there we go. Unnecessary roughness. That's going to be a 25. Cullen Blake. Just too much. It's not necessary. No need for it. And so, yeah, Fremont on that play. Got to get in there and get your teammates helped out here. And they're going to call against Fremont as well. Oh, really? Well, I'm not understanding that, but you know what? I'm also not down on the field there. It sure seemed to me that that Blake was trying to, I think, was Colin Green's head off. I'm not sure. But if Green does something, I don't find it, that really weighs out as much as head off. But you know what? Again, that's not why I'm not paid the big bucks like the Zebras down there. The man in the white hat does. He gets all the cash. 2nd and 7 coming up. So offsetting penalties, replay the down. Oh, just hit left. Is the ball on the ground? No, it's not. It's going to be a interception. And number 8, Angelo Iannocilli with the reception or with the interception there, as Cope was he just got stuck. And just slow to develop, trick play, didn't work out in his favor. Coach Thomas trying to talk to the Zebra there. He's really giving the Zebra the business here. I think he's frustrated with a lot of the fact that Busco has been playing very aggressive. You can't fault him for that, but I think what he's trying to say is that some of that aggression is just a little bit too much. But that's the way it goes. Busco here, 1st and 10 at the Fremont 45. And we're going to have, was it procedure? Oh, delay a game. So moving back 5, 1st and 15. Some more college ball action coming up. Notre Dame. It's hard to believe they don't have a number in front of their name. It's been a long time, right? Notre Dame 1-2. Did get the win last week, but again, just did not look like they were all there. But they're at North Carolina 3-0, and that's going to be a tough date down there in Chapel Hill. 3:30 on ABC. Rolling out is Cameron Rinker. And he'll get 7 or 8 yards on the carry. Minnesota. They're heading to, hoping to boat against East Lansing against Michigan State at 3:30 on the Big Ten Network. IU, the Hoosiers, 3-0. Great start for them as they head to Cincinnati 2-1, 3:30 on ESPN2. Of course, Cincinnati's win at IU last year launched what turned into a magical season for them where they ended up in the college football playoff. So IU's got their work cut out for them. Great defensive stop there at the line of scrimmage for Fremont. But yeah, IU, that's going to be a tough date at Nippert Stadium and against Cincinnati. Even though it's not the same Cincinnati team as last year, they're still a tough team to beat. TOL-EDO, the Toledo Rockets travel all the way to San Diego State for a 3:30 Eastern kickoff on FS1. Another big run, chewing up a bunch of yards there. Number 8, Ionoselli, again with the run on the play. Inside of, we got 100 seconds left here in the third quarter. Ball State, that's a first down, by the way, for Busco. Ball State is headed to Georgia Southern of the Sun Belt Conference. 6 p.m. on ESPN+. The Sun Belt made a lot of news recently. Gain of about 6 on the play there. The Sun Belt with a string of upsets early to start the year. And they're trying to get the name. A lot of people call them like SEC Junior. They're kind of along the lines of Sun Belt's along the lines of, you know, players that try to get on an SEC program don't make it, may go and play in the Sun Belt. Well, some could say the same for the MAC. It's the same kind of thing there, so it should be quite a game. Ball State and Georgia Southern both undefeated heading into tomorrow's game. Nice speed, great run, and a first down. Now Fremont gets a little chippy there, kind of rubbing his face in the turf there a little bit. Got to tone it down. It's a frustrating night, rough night for the Eagles, certainly. Fremont Eagles, that is. But it is a first down for Busco as they're now at the 15-yard line. This will be the last play of the third quarter, again, with the running clock. Baroff. Give. And great job defense there to get the stop and keep Ionoselli from advancing forward, and a loss on the play. That's the end of the third quarter. Fremont trails 44-0. You're watching Fremont Eagles football on the Fremont Eagles Network. A&J Alternator and Starters. Coach Reitz has you covered. Whether it's self-storage, alternator, starter repair, rebuilding, or U-Haul rental, stop by and see him at 1188 East State Road 120 in Fremont, or give him a call at 495-1655. Beams Funeral Home, celebrating life with dignity. Longtime supporter of Eagle Pride at 200 West Toledo in Fremont, 495-2915. Fremont Chiropractic, 527-0370 East Toledo, 119 East Toledo. Get the special $21 initial consultation and first visit deal. Open Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Give Dr. Temple a call at Fremont Chiropractic. Custom Concrete, guaranteeing the highest quality workmanship you won't find anywhere else. They will travel anywhere in the tri-state area. 260-705-8630. Fremont Nutrition, offering healthy shakes, energy bombs, protein coffee, energy bites, and cardio drumming at 104 East Toledo in Fremont. 260-261-0050. Eagle One Stop, your pregame and postgame headquarters, whether it's pizza, Subway, chicken, or Eagle Bites. 495-3110 at 101 West Toledo in Fremont. And DQ Grill and Chill, offering classic Sunday stack burgers, chicken baskets, and blizzards. 1303 North Wayne in Angola, 319-4436. And also, once again, Travis Williamson, Realtor. He knows Lake Country Realty, whether you're selling or buying in particular, if the market for a lake. See him at Mike Thomas Associates at 1870 West 200 North in Angola, or give him a call at 316-55. And short gain on the play, maybe one. Brings up third and 11. Lonsberry Garage offering quality service for South Baum and Fremont, where they full service maintenance and automotive repair center. Give Steph and Carol and the team a call at 260-527-3433. Got a couple other college football games to talk about here in a few moments. Get to the prime time game. 45 around the corner. And he does step out of bounds, I believe they're going to say. That was freshman, 5'10", 158. I do know that before the kickoff, the decision to play the JV game was still kind of hanging in the balance. The JV game is scheduled for Monday. But I haven't heard yet whether that game is on or not. So I guess what we'll do is we'll just defer and say check with your school, your respective school on Monday to see if that game is on. Or this weekend, I guess. And fourth down, that is a stop. It's a turnover on downs. And so Fremont with a bright spot here in the fourth quarter. But they're also inside their own 10. I believe that's at the, what does they say, the 9-yard line? 7-yard line. No, it looks more like the 9, but they have 7 up on the scoreboard. And there's going to be a timeout, Fremont, with 10:16 left in this ball game. Primetime college football coming up. Wisconsin travels to number 3 Ohio State. They're going to be in the Horseshoe at 7:30 on ABC. All right, another game on the slate here. Florida Atlantic at Purdue. This is going to be 7:30 prime time under the lights. And as a Brad Kiespert, what is your expert prognostication for the Florida Atlantic Owls at the Purdue Boilermakers tomorrow night?
I'm looking for the Boilers to take this one 27-17.
27-17. You heard it here first, folks. So make sure you check that out tomorrow night. 27-17. The pigskin prognostication is in full effect by Papa Kiespert. Catch made. A little move made. Nice work there. Short gain. So we're going to be coming up third and 4. Second and 4 coming up for the Eagles. And it's going to be a late night for the Broncos as Western Michigan heads to the West Coast to face the San Jose State Spartans. I'm sure they'd like a shorter trip like to the Michigan State Spartans, but they're going to be playing San Jose State. 10:30 p.m. Eastern kickoff on the CBS Sports Network. They better get some sleep prior to the game. Ball on the ground. And Fremont does recover, but it's going to be quite a loss after a miscommunication on the snap. So that brings up third and long now, coming up. In the words of the immortal Ben Roeder, fiddlesticks. Ben Roeder, our former superintendent and 6th grade girls basketball coach as well from back in the day. Rolls out and absolutely stuffed. Throws the ball away. It will be an incompletion away from the ball. There's a little bit of hijinks, little potential Donnybrook, but no. Cooler heads prevail here. They still have third down marked on the Okay, then they changed it to 4th. Okay, so Fremont going to have to punt here. Standing in his own end zone that's Pika. Nope, that was Brennan Collins. Goes out of bounds at about the 35-yard line where Busco will take over with 8:02 left with the running clock coming up here after the snap. Last night, Cleveland Browns, how about this? A win over the Pittsburgh Steelers. That is not something you hear about every day. It's a different Browns team and it's a different Steelers team. Jacoby Brissett threw 2 touchdown passes in the Browns' upset win at home in the dog pound. So there you go. The Browns are in some business there, and that was a big division rival matchup there. Houston at Chicago, 1 p.m. on CBS. Here's the next snap. And Fremont with a big tackle there.
Lawrence carries the ball, tackled by Vernon. Ball's about at the 43-yard line. Second down and 18.
7:16 left. We're still moving along here. Big play right there by the Fremont defense. Loss of about 8 on the play. 2nd and 18 coming up. 6:54. And then we got a flag on the play. This may be a hold coming back.
Churubusco picks up a yard, maybe 2, but there's a penalty marker on the field. Holding against Churubusco is declined.
All right. Declined holding penalty there. Will mean about a 1, maybe 2-yard gain, but it'll be 3rd and long coming up. 6:20 some left. Talk about some more NFL games here in a moment. Roll and throw complete and brought down by Cope. Big tackle. And I believe there's going to be, did he get to the line of scrimmage? He may have. Forward progress. Does move him up a yard. Houston Texans at Chicago Bears, 1 p.m. on CBS on Sunday. Also, Kansas City Chiefs, 2-0 at Indianapolis. Boy, the Colts just look anemic. And they got a tall order against Patrick Mahomes and company, 1 p.m. on CBS. Also 1 p.m., the Detroit Lions at the Minnesota Vikings on Fox. And Busco electing to punt inside the 50. On the Fremont side of the field, I should say. Oh, little coffin corner play there. Pins Fremont down really well. Good practice on the punt play by Busco. Give another run through of our sponsors here. Eagle One Stop, 495-3110, 101 West Toledo in Fremont. DQ Grill and Chill at 1303 North Wayne in Angola, 319-4436. Travis Williamson Realtor, available at Mike Thomas Associates, 1870 West 200 North in Angola, 316-5564. Lonsberry Garage at 104 South Baum in Fremont, 527-3433. Get to the others in a moment. And a loss on the play. Brings up second, about 15. GW's Butcher Block at 103 East Toledo and Fremont, 517-278-278-7. A&J Alternators and Starters at 1188 East State Road 120 in Fremont, 495-1655. Beams Funeral Home at 200 West 495-2915. Fremont Chiropractic at 119 East Toledo and Fremont, 527-0370. And it looks like we have procedure, or was it lined up in the neutral zone? And it is procedure. Moves Fremont back again. Chuck's Custom Concrete, located in Fremont, but covering the tri-state area. 705-8630. And Fremont Nutrition at 104 East Toledo in Fremont. 260-261-0050. Reminder, everyone, next Friday, your Fremont Eagles will travel to the Eastside Blazers for a 7 o'clock kickoff in Butler. Live streamed right here on the Fremont Eagles Network. The pile just moving and shifting and shifting and moving. And they're going to blow it dead. I believe he'll be in the... It's still in the field of play. Fremont still pinned down at the 1 yard line here. Fremont taking their time here on this 3rd and long play. Of course, the clock just meandering down. Well, there's going to be a delay of game here. I'm not sure, unless they call a timeout. Oh, and they do. They call a timeout with 2:12 left prior to running a 3rd down play from the 1 yard line. Actually, 3 yard line, a little further out than I had thought there. Major League Baseball in the American League, the Guardians are now suddenly running away with the Central. For a long time, it was a tight race between the White Sox, Guardians, and Twins. Each of those 3 teams kind of 1 game, 1.5, 2 games out from each other and kind of flip-flopping places. Now the Guardians suddenly with a 7-game lead over the White Sox. As we get ready to close the season very soon, the Astros have clinched the West Division. Over in the National League, the LA Dodgers, they've also clinched their division, the West, by a huge margin. Nearly 30 games over second place San Diego. It's unbelievable just what kind of run they're having over there. And then in the East, the Mets and Braves both have clinched a playoff berth. However, neither team has won the division yet, as that's a very tight race over there. Little NHL news here in just a moment as well. Coming up. And here is our 3rd and 14 play from the 3. And here comes, whoa, look at this. Out of nowhere. Oh, big tackle on Colin Green. Caught him up high, but no flag. But a great run to get out from right near your end line, your end zone there. So it'll be 1st and 10 Fremont at their own 38. Great run there by Green. Want to give a big shout out to both Fremont, churches in Fremont for their putting together of the Fremont tailgate party earlier today. Nice run, gain of about 7 on the play by Green. They're going to call that the Fremont Student Union. Great tailgate, walking tacos. It was fantastic today. Folks, can't believe it, but tomorrow the preseason of NHL begins with the Ottawa Senators and Toronto Maple Leafs kind of pulling a baseball move here, a day-night doubleheader. 1 p.m. and then again at 7 p.m. And they're both doing split squad games there, trying to get some players some playing time. But the future world champion Detroit Red Wings begin their season on the road at Pittsburgh on Tuesday night. Okay, that might be calling for a lot, but we'll see about that. This may be the final play of the game. Claxton on an end around at the 50, 45. Be a 1st down play as he gets knocked over right near the chain link fence. Good hustle there. Fremont the clock's still moving here. But Fremont just kind of slowly, they're going to take their helmets off. That will be the final play of the game. And your Fremont Eagles will fall 44-0 against the Churubusco Eagles. And that'll do it. So good luck to Churubusco the remainder of the season. Want to remind everyone, next Friday, your Fremont Eagles will travel to Butler to face the Eastside Blazers. That's a 7 p.m. kickoff. We will carry that live right here on the Fremont Eagles Network. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. And the final score one more time from Max Mitchell Sports Complex. Churubusco 44, Fremont 0. We will catch you next Friday night. Have a great night, everybody.